Hello, everyone, and welcome. I'm Abigail, the ultimate guru, and with me is my co host, the world's only comedian, Bryden Proctor.
Hello.
And we have Mir. Mir is here, our friend Mir. Hello.
What's up?
You don't have to worry about a thing because we are here to help, and I would appreciate your help as well if you could send me Dear Abby's because I forgot to ask for them
Yeah, I
explicitly
I was gonna
until
say
like an hour ago,
I'm not
and
on.
so I got none.
Yeah, I'm not even like on Twitter right now because I'm locked out. But I was like, wait a second. I don't think she ever fucking sent the thing. So like, way to go. It's kind of your only fucking responsibility for the podcast. So nailed it.
Yeah, I did what do you mean by only responsibility for the podcast? I put together all of the show prep. I write the scripts. Okay, I host it. I keep us on track.
Reddit
I'm
does all the show
really
preps.
I'm really great at keeping us on track. I'm sure everybody can agree with that.
How many times have we just wasted an entire 40 minutes talking about diapers?
That's also on track. It's just not the track you would imagine. You have to think abstractly here. Brian, I have a vision.
Abstractly.
There's a abstractly. That's perfect.
If you
It's
were
not
like
as good as Bitch Nokia, but
Pinocchio was good. I don't see,
that was so good.
remember what that I just know it was an episode. That was the last good episode we had. So
That was the last. We've had some good ones. Hank was great.
Hank did good.
And maybe tonight will be great too. We'll find out.
Well, I don't know. We're officially season 2. We had a week break, so we're officially season 2.
Yes, and congratulations to us for that. I wish we made a little bit more money, but that's fine. That's fine. People don't want to pay us.
Yeah.
But we're gonna move on to our Reddit advice segment if everyone's ready.
You're not even gonna do like old Dear Abbeys that never
I
made
don't
it through.
There's
Oh
you
no.
think I have that many people willing to contribute to this show that I have like backup?
Also, by the
Dear
way,
Abby?
Yeah, I thought you were a good prep show host. You'd
Yeah.
have
Well,
backup
this
plans.
this part of it relies on our dear listeners to help, and they refuse to help because they are not here to help
also,
us. Apparently,
I kind of caught the end of that conversation before we started when I came back from making a drink. The podcast is on Spotify.
yeah.
There's the
So that's-
link.
He meant the bonus episode.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
that's not.
You're
You
not
got to
even
go to
paying
I was
Patreon
saying
for
that the bonus episodes weren't on Spotify, so I never listened to them.
Oh, well, we still appreciate your contribution. I mean, they're on YouTube. They're on. I can't. If I put them on Spotify, they're no
Everyone
longer
else.
bonus episodes. They don't allow.
I mean, we did have that one that went out to everyone.
Yeah, I just got drunk one night. And I gave out like in the everything. I was like, here's the bonus episode. I think it was just like a particularly bad one too. I don't know. When we have Alex Jones on or like Dasha or something like that, that's when I'll.
That'll go well. I'm hoping for Brittany Venti. Venti can come on anytime she wants.
Why?
We're here, Queen, because I love her and I want to meet.
Oh, well, that's one person who likes her.
Dude,
I think
she
they're.
makes a living. Like she's doing way better than here to help.
Yeah, I think
She
that-
makes a living and still sleeps in the cat turd bed.
I don't know
How'd
anything
you-
about cat turd beds,
she's
but
she's a hot girl. She could do whatever she wants.
I've had them titties though. They're big tits. I like them.
Kind of makes up for the eyes.
Okay, she looks like a shark. That's fine.
Yeah, who's looking at her eyes? What are you fucking gay?
Okay, let's get to our Reddit advice segment, everyone. Do 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 do. I have been with.
Dun, 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 dun.
You just start
You
doing
can find
like,
me in the
holding
club. So-
music. Okay, I have been with my boyfriend. She's 28 and her boyfriend's 36 for a year,
Oof.
and we moved in together about 4 months ago. One of the first things I noticed about my boyfriend was that he never really ate vegetables. He would sometimes eat them if we were out at a restaurant and they came as part of his meal, but he never ate them when I cooked for him. Originally, I thought that maybe my cooking was the problem, so I asked him if he enjoyed my food, and he told me he loves my cooking.
He's
On night
lying, dude. You're fucking
Yeah.
burning carrots, you stupid bitch.
On nights I didn't cook for him, he ate exclusively frozen foods and never ate the vegetables in those either.
Hell yeah.
So, what now, Bryden? Is it really her fault now?
Well, I don't know. Frozen fucking Hungry Man dinners. Like, I mean, those fucking peas and mashed potatoes are
Yeah,
pretty
I'd avoid
gross.
the peas on
Yeah.
those too, and the corn they give you.
Well, I like TVD dinner corn, dude. Are you serious? Like, you're telling me right
That's
now
good
you don't?
corn.
Yeah, you don't remember as a kid when like some fucking kids cuisine corn would get into your brownie in there, and you were like secretly like, yeah, this shit fucking rules. What have we but corn and brownies?
No,
Dude, you're crazy. You never lived. I'm gonna make a whole batch of corn brownies.
I never ate kids cuisine.
Oh,
Why
you
would
missed
you?
out. It was good when you're like a 7, like a fucking kids cuisine pizza or some chicken nuggets or whatever. If kids could give Michelin stars to things like that would have got one.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, it's
I know,
terrible.
like my friends. I think my friends had them every now and then. I'd always try to bum something off of them, but never got to experience the corn brownie.
Dude, I'm telling you,
You're missing out.
Yeah, it was the best, and if the people that know, they remember that. It was good times.
Well, it's just like you get dessert with your dinner. Doesn't
Yeah.
matter what the dinner tastes like. You get dessert right then. Or that pudding that was all
Yeah.
hot because it was in the oven. That was good.
Yeah, it was good pudding.
All right. Naturally, he has some health issues, vitamin deficiencies, etc. He had phrased it to me as if he was somehow just genetically unlucky. I believed it for a while because I don't know how that stuff works, but eventually it became clear to me that it's because he voluntarily eats a vegetable like once a month.
He just got fucking
Six-
scurvy, and he's like, I don't know, it's just fucking genetics. It's like eat an
Yeah, does
orange.
he eat fruit at least? I don't think she
If
said.
people don't eat vegetables, they're not gonna eat fruit. Because like I don't.
Fruit is sweet though.
I don't really enjoy fruit. Like I had some yogurt with blueberries and raspberries today because whatever, right? I'll have that because like you just can't fucking dump corn into yogurt. That's insane. But vegetables are so much better than fruit.
Yeah, I have to be in a very specific mood to actually want to eat fruit, I think.
Yeah, I gotta
Honestly.
force myself to fucking eat fruit. I'm like, it's a banana. It stifles the hunger and it's pretty, it's fine. No, vegetables are good. Vegetables are like fucking, a
Yeah.
staple.
I like peas.
Not a peas
These
guy.
are good.
It's not for me.
I've
Six-
been eating these green giant rice cauliflower and broccoli and cheese frozen things.
That sounds
For like
fucking
the past-
delicious.
Yeah, they're frozen, so they don't go bad. You can usually get them at Safeway for like they're always on sale.
It's like
5 minutes.
$1.
Yeah, probably no. Yeah, it's about
That
$1.
might be more now. I don't know.
It's a good meal right there.
Yeah.
And it's vegetables. It's cauliflower and the broccoli and cheese. So
That shit does rule. I don't know if I've had
Yeah,
that
it's-
one or not, but yeah. No, I know
I
what
was
you're talking about.
honestly amazed at how good of a replacement for rice cauliflower rice can be, like rice
Mhm.
cauliflower. I've made fried rice with it before, and you
Yeah.
just eat this gigantic bowl, and it's like 100 calories. It's amazing.
Huh.
it's a pretty good alternative. You can't do some things like I don't think you could do sushi with it just because it's not sticky.
It wouldn't
Yeah.
really stick.
But in terms of like alternative foods, it
Probably
can
the
stand
best.
on its own. Yeah, it's really
Yeah.
good.
I mean, fuck yeah. Okay. Because, yeah, I'll bet in a burrito would be pretty fucking good, too.
It would work just fine. You wouldn't notice it.
Oh, I've used it in a burrito before instead of
Yeah.
rice. It was great. It works fine. It's a little wet, I guess.
Yeah.
But-
Okay. I guess I could see that. Anyway, good
Um,
podcast, guys.
Yep, we're doing a good job. We're talking about cauliflower rice. This is fascinating. 6 months ago, I started hiding vegetables in my cooking. Like he's a freaking.
She's
toddler.
just
Oh my
shoving.
goodness.
She's just shoving celery into a hot dog. He's like, here, eat it.
If I was making pasta, I'd put the vegetables in. I'd usually put in for myself, then take half out and blend it. Sorry, everyone understands by this point, if this is not your first episode, that I try to read it as they type it and not how it actually should have been typed. Then take half out and blend it so he wouldn't notice the vegetable chunks, and then tell him I'd just scoop the veg out of his portion. So she's using a food processor or something to like make it so tiny it
Yeah.
just goes into the sauce for his portion, and then tricking him because she actually has chunks in her.
Can we just start out by saying we run into so many of these stories like this where it's like, if I was ever in a relationship like that where I felt I needed to trick this person at all, then I'd be like, well, this isn't gonna work. Because lies just compound lies, and all of a sudden it's been 30 years and it's like, yeah, I've been making you drink single instead of double. I've been fucking blending up fucking carrots and celery and peas into your pasta sauce. Like, what the fuck? How is that a life to live?
That's a good point. That's actually a very reasonable take from you. I'm shocked.
It's
Right
just
now.
insane. Because there's always women doing
is.
this shit. Because they're like, I'm helping him. And like, I understand the concern about like high blood pressure and, you know, like, stop eating Hot Pockets, you fat son of a bitch. Like,
Okay.
that makes sense. But
I
it's
have
like,
a-
figure it
I
out.
have
Figure it out like an adult. Not like, I guess I'll just concoct a scheme. Women be scheming.
There was a time when my husband started working out a bunch, and he was like, I just can't eat enough to, to like gain the muscle, right? So I started putting like extra butter in his food.
Oh, you started making
without telling
fucking
him.
delicious food?
Yeah, I just put like a ton of butter in it, and then he stopped working out.
So
So
he's like, this food
I
sucks
just-
now. I
yeah,
used to
so I
be-"
just stopped. Well, I mean, he still works out, just he doesn't have as much time as he did during that period of time. Like, work was really easy for a while, kind of thing. And so, yeah, I had to like stop with the butter. And I wonder sometimes if he noticed the difference when I stopped putting all that butter in it.
He absolutely noticed. He was like, I guess you're just not good at cooking anymore.
Yeah, like, what happened? Is she mad at me?
Because like the whole point of butter, like if you go to a restaurant and you're like, damn, I make this home, it's never as good. You know what it is? They put an entire stick of butter in there. That's why. Just butter makes everything taste fucking good.
Mhm.
Do you think people like shrimp or crab legs or lobster? No, they like butter. God damn it.
Yeah.
It's just
It's
butter.
the same with asparagus. I don't like asparagus on its own, but it's an excuse to just dip it in mayonnaise.
Oh,
That's-
see?
What?
I don't do. No, I've heard of this. It's a thing people do. I don't do
Is
that.
this not normal? Is this a non-normal thing?
No,
No.
that's not normal. You wrap
Tons of people.
asparagus in bacon or prosciutto
What the
and bake
fuck
it in
is-
little
What
clumps.
what are you talking about? Everyone
then-
over here eats. You steam or boil asparagus, and you dip
Boiled?
it in. Well, okay, it's an
gonna-
alternative to steaming. Some people don't have steamer baskets. You cook the
Some
asparagus.
people
with-
don't have
Brokies.
these.
Brokies.
Sorry.
Brokies.
I'm sorry, that just reminded me of I told the story on the show before about me wearing like the same clothes over and over because my mom wasn't like washing my clothes. They were the cleanest thing I had. And my friend was like, some people don't have washing machines, and that's what you just did. You just did that.
I mean, it's pretty easy. It's just like a mesh. I think you just do a double boil. What
You
the
could
fuck's
just
the
use a
problem?
colander in a pot. I
Sure.
don't
Yeah.
know.
I will say I do have a steamer basket.
Oh, well, you're a
I just don't
sophisticated
have
man. Elite.
I just don't have the pot for it.
He's a sophisticated man with at least $15.
He's too sophisticated. He doesn't have the low class pot. He just has the steamer. That's
Listen,
amazing.
I've heard of the mayonnaise thing with the asparagus. I've never tried it, but I'm sure it's good. But you guys are all wrong. You roast asparagus with a little like lemon and chopped garlic and oil. All right, you could do butter, but I mean, you know, I'm trying to be on the healthy side, and I always used oil anyway. Boom, you just roast it like that. That's how you eat asparagus.
Yeah,
Sure.
I like asparagus or like broccolini with lemon pepper season too.
The
Just
fuck is
easy.
a broccolini? Is that the weird spiral
Broccoli.
broccoli?
Broccolini.
It's
is
the
actually-
weird like skinny broccoli.
Yeah.
It's called something else in Europe.
Oh,
What is that? Sorry, Mir. I didn't mean to.
Yeah, broccolini. This is
the
he was
fuck is
invented over here.
Broccolini. I thought is
Or
that what is
in
the
Japan.
weird spiral broccoli?
I don't think there's any broccoli that's a spiral.
Oh
I
no,
don't-
there
There's-
is.
Um. Oh yeah, I know what it. I hate that thing, but yeah. Is
Let
it
me
kind of
look
like a
it
green
up.
thing?
Yeah, I think it comes in other colors too,
Yeah.
like purple and white. But yeah, it's like got weird spirals on it. It looks pretty cool.
Oh, I hate that thing.
Oh
It tastes
wow,
just like
I've
broccoli.
never seen that before ever. That looks like cauliflower.
It's neat. Oh, broccolini, I know what you're talking about. It's the long
Yeah.
broccoli.
Yeah.
Yeah,
long
it's
broccoli.
like skinny and long. It's more like I
That's
don't
good.
know. It's like if you had an idea to make broccoli look like asparagus, but it still tastes like
Well,
broccoli.
it's just old because it's like something that would be on like an early 2000s fucking plate with a steak. You know, it's just kind of
Mhm.
old food.
Yeah, that's what I
Yeah,
use
for
it
like
for.
a
It's
dinner
just
roll
like
and like a ice cream scoop of mashed potatoes.
Yeah, like how nobody fucking eats kale anymore, but it was all the goddamn rage in 2013, right?
Oh, I hate kale.
oh yeah, it was in like every soup and salad.
Well, dude, a fucking potato, white bean, kale salad, or not salad, soup is fucking incredible.
Oh
But,
yeah, for sure.
you know, you just gotta be careful with it. This is the fucking. Hi guys, welcome to the food podcast.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we are all
we're-
very hungry. I have to be honest. I've barely eaten anything today because I just had 2 Atkins protein shakes instead of food.
Fatkins.
And I'm also very hopped up on caffeine because it's the iced coffee.
Oh, there you go.
Atkins, isn't that just starve yourself?
Yeah, it's diet. They taste so good. I'm addicted.
So yeah, at least with like keto, you could just eat like meat and stuff and you not be hungry all the time.
Well, the thing about these protein shakes is that I don't feel hungry. Like, I don't mean to turn this into like an ad for them, but the reason I have not eaten anything today is because I have had no appetite because I had 2 Atkins protein. They're like 170 calories a piece.
Okay, well, I'm definitely calling this one the Food Network
I'm
podcast,
sorry.
and this is some of the most
Like, this is-
boring shit we've ever
This
done.
is what girl brain's gonna be, maybe.
Just fucking unlistenable.
Yeah, well,
Talk about
I'm
food.
sorry. I forgot that we're doing a podcast or
Hi,
something.
everybody.
I don't know.
Hi everyone. Welcome to NPR.
Uh,
This is the Food Network podcast. Today we're going to talk about Atkins shakes and how much asparagus is too
okay.
much asparagus.
Should you dip it in mayonnaise or not?
The regional differences
No.
between
I will say-
asparagus preparation is vast. We live in a great nation. Now that Donald Trump's not in office.
I would be very good at that job. And also, I think that I should
good at national broadcasting?
Yes, and I think that I would be great as like the new host of The View. Especially if they let me keep Whoopi Goldberg there.
Why would you keep?
You
Whoopi
can't
Goldberg?
say because you can't say you would
I-
be terrible at this. You can't say the N word on TV.
That's the whole reason I need to keep her there. So that she is the implicit permission. Because she's okay with it. You know what I mean?
I don't think that Whoopi Goldberg is going to be okay with you even using a soft A.
Okay. Just really like Whoopi Goldberg.
Why?
She's so cool.
She made the
but
Sister Act. That was fine. Outside of
Yes!
that, what has she done?
It's-
Star Trek.
That's she did.
Fuck
She
Star
was
Trek.
in Star Trek. She has cool hair. I don't know. She just looks
Wow.
cool. And
Wow.
she's got-
Wow. That's more racist if you call it the N-word. You're like, whoa. Let me touch. I wouldn't touch Whoopi Goldberg's hair. Psycho.
Well, I mean, if she's offering,
That's insane.
you're telling me her hair does not look on point.
Her hair looks fucking gross, dude. She's a
Yeah.
fat, ugly, weird octopus.
It's a vibe, okay?
Don't say it's a vibe.
Sorry.
Don't say it's a vibe like you're not fucking 46.
I'm not 40. Okay, this happens more often now we live together because I do all of the cooking. He's been telling me a lot lately. He's been feeling a lot better the past few months and has even had his doctor reduce the dosage of some of his medications.
Oh,
And
shit.
he hasn't had to take his multivitamin in weeks. I'd like to know what these medications are.
Yeah, that's pretty bad, dude. This guy's a fat fucking piggo. I know it.
Yeah, he's got to be. They always eat weird. Like the fattest guy I've ever met in my life won't even eat McDonald's because it's not plain ground hamburger meat with some salt and pepper in it.
That's, what is he? Jordan Peterson's not fat.
No, it's not Jordan Peterson.
Oh, okay.
Fact.
Jordan Peterson's fucking hot daughter. Holy cow.
It's got a weird face. I don't know.
I didn't give you. Who's looking at her face? What?
Well, yeah. Stupid me, I guess. I kept my mouth shut because I'm just glad he's feeling better, and it really does me no harm to hide the veg in his food. But yesterday, I was making one of our regular pasta meals. It's one that's very easy to hide at least
How
4
did he?
veggies
Hold
in.
on. Hold on. Again, how did he not? He was like, "Oh, you making pasta, huh? Oh, the blender again. That's how you make pasta."
I mean, I don't think my husband would know that you don't. He's seen me make a tomato soup where I used a blender before.
Sure, an immersion
Blend
blender. Everybody's aware of fucking soups, right?
Yeah.
I just want to clear something up now that I thought about it. Do you use an immersion blender, or are you dumping all of this shit into a countertop blender?
So I have an immersion blender, but it wasn't working very well because
they are
the whole
$10.
I have one. I have 2 actually, and it's great, but it wasn't working as well as I wanted it to, as quickly as I wanted to. So I started dumping, and I had to do like 3 blenderfuls
How did
because
I
it was
know?
a giant pot of soup. And then I had like
How-
all these other bowls to put it in and like the in between places because you couldn't do all of it at once.
Yeah, and you dirty up every dish in the fucking home. How did I know that you were doing it the stupidest fucking way? Like, it occurred to me, I was like, yeah, of course you use it. Wait a second. That's not how
I
she's
know.
doing it.
I know. When you said immersion blender, I was just like, yeah. Yeah.
You're fucking retarded.
Like, the point is, my husband would never think it's weird. I could get away
Yeah,
with
because
it.
you're in there
Okay.
mulling around fucking multiple bowls of tomatoes, and he's just like, I don't know, that's how she cooks. I'm so tired from work, and these kids are just driving me nuts. It's if there's a blender, I don't know
Oh,
what's
man.
happening.
If you want to understand my husband's attitude, in 2016, he got me printed out on canvas the like Blitz beer ad from like the 1950s that says like, it's okay, honey, you didn't burn the beer, like that silly thing that was going around Twitter at the time.
Yeah.
And that's been just above the stove, hanging in the kitchen since then, through 2 houses that we've lived in.
Well, I mean, it's a
So I gotta
It's a
ask,
decoration.
can you
It's
cook a meal
encouragement.
without the use of the microwave?
Yes.
She's
I'm a great
absolutely
cook. I'm a
fucking lying.
great cook. I am just very clumsy and make a lot of mistakes while I'm doing it. But when it works out, it's delicious, but usually ugly.
Once a year, they've got like some only semi-burned pork chops, and it's an event.
I won't cook pork because I always accidentally overcook it out of
So
paranoia
you're not
because I'm
really
scared
good
it's not done.
cook if you can't
Well,
cook
I
meat.
don't ever cook pork. I cook other meat, and it works out great.
She doesn't. For her, it's cannibalism to cook a pig.
Exactly. Wait.
I thought she was a cow.
You know, cow, pig, any type of livestock, but mainly just
I feel like I'm more of a giraffe. Got a
nobody,
long neck.
nobody wants giraffes around. So yeah, maybe you're right.
Giraffe.
Yeah, it's fair. A giraffe.
No, she's like stupidly fucking tall. It's like it's gross for a woman to be that tall, actually.
Disgusting.
Because you know, there's like short bitches. You're into short bitches, and then they're like, if bitches are like really tall, then like that's another fetish thing, and you're like, yeah, I'm
Yeah,
into
like-
that. Like 8 foot tall woman, like I'm into that.
Like, I don't think any guy wants to date or be with a woman who's taller than him.
No, see, here's the thing. They've got to be
Only
like
Only a
really
very select-
taller.
yeah, one of my friends from Boy Scouts, his mom was like 6'5",
That's
but his
hot.
dad was like 6'6".
No,
So it worked out, you know.
if
It's basically
It was just a tall family.
if like okay, so I'm 5'6". If there was, yeah, I get it. Fuck you. If there was like, you know, if I was walking around with like a 6'5" gal, then like that's when all the other fellas are looking around and they're like, all right, come on, he's got it together. Because like, what lady that tall would want to date, you know? And I'd make her wear heels
Yeah,
exclusively, like
that's true.
stilettos, so that she's 7 foot
Yeah.
tall. And then I just walk around. I'd be all the time just like arm around the butt because I couldn't get to the waist. And Yeah,
that's
Just be
true, like,
so happy, just
all the guys
smiling.
all the guys are immediately thinking like this woman's obviously with him for other reasons.
yeah,
Uh,
yeah.
you know, he may be very rich or
Well,
other things, but yeah,
that's what I want people to think. It's like, okay, hold on, he's got, because I mean, that's when they become just like some type of a trophy, and you're just like, yeah, I got the
yeah,
biggest one. Like
yeah.
that's awesome.
I
Or
got the biggest one.
yeah,
That's
you just imported one. But otherwise, like, yeah, just shorter than you. Like Erica's a little shorter than me, and she's probably not happy about that because, like, it'd be cool if I was like 10 feet tall. Like I'd love to be like 10 feet
no.
tall
Why would that be cool?
because then I could like
It'd be cool for you.
yeah, I'd be like
But
10 feet tall, and I'm walking around and I'm like calling everybody little guy.
you're just. This is like a revenge fantasy in your
Yeah,
head.
yeah,
Like
it'd be awesome.
everyone used to call me little guy. I'll call them little guy
I'd be like,
now.
and then all the really tall guys have like really deep voices. They all died pretty young, which another fantasy of mine. And then they're just, I'd be like, "What's up, little bro?" That'd be a whole thing. And then like I'd have to get all my clothes specially tailored. And then that's another thing that I like is like I have to have special clothes.
You
Like
just want an excuse.
all of these things sound like fucking positives for my mindset. So, you know, that would rule. That would rule. But no, I'm just 5'6". I'm like, got this fucking gay voice. I'm like,
It is
fucking-
pretty gay.
It's pretty annoying. Like it can't pick a range to stay in at all. It's just
No, it's got a range. It's just a very high pitched range.
yeah, it ain't great. It ain't great.
It's like a higher than my voice. It's
Yeah.
so great. Because you got to have like a lower voice person and a higher voice person on a show. And we've got that down.
Yeah, I'm the high voice guy though. I hate
Yeah.
that.
Great. It makes me laugh.
Well,
And I was about to blend in my boyfriend's portion when the blender died mid blend. I had to serve it in all its veg chunk glory. My boyfriend refused to eat the vegetables, but when he tasted the sauce, he said, "It's weird how it tastes the exact same, even though this one has vegetables in it."
and then that's
So-
when you just go, "Yep, I know. I just tried something new. Oh well."
It's kinda
Anyway,
lucky that he was
unrelated.
retarded.
Anyway, unrelated. We gotta buy a new blender. I was looking at new blenders. You
Yeah.
go to Costco.
So I confessed. He screamed at me and called me a controlling bitch
Kinda.
and said it's none of my business if he thinks vegetables don't do anything.
Wait, what do you
She
mean
is so retarded.
What do you mean?
She got lucky. She got lucky on that one. He didn't notice, and she
She could have just
pointed it out.
lied. And
She
She was
could have
already lying
passed
by
off.
omission.
yeah. She could have just passed off, and she fucked it up. This is
Well, I mean,
I think she just wanted to win. Like this was her moment to shine.
got you. You're just eating vegetables the whole time. Haha.
Yeah, parents love to do that stuff too, and she's been like infantilizing him quite a bit here. Just like, see, you do like it. You just tried something that's basically the same thing. Parents do that crap all the time.
yeah. I just what I hope these people don't have kids.
No, I really doubt they do because there's not been any mention here. And when a woman is complaining on Reddit and she has children, she will add in at least one line about like, and with the kids, or, like she's complaining. She would add, I also have this other stress if they had kids.
Yeah, I guess that's fair.
Or there's some indication, like, the kids were eating theirs happily. They like vegetable, like some little thing like that would be it.
I just don't get who doesn't like vegetables. Like, I mean, I get like
This
not
guy.
liking parsnips. Like,
Yeah,
parsnips
yeah.
are gross,
I think it's just like a
Some
defiant
vegetables.
thing, like how children just want to assert their control over something in their lives, and that's why they become picky eaters because they just want to make the decision. They want to decide if they want to eat it or not. And that's most of the issue with picky eating. And then if you're just in that mindset and you just will never give it up and you've never matured out of it, it's just being obstinate forever. I don't know. It's like the principle of the thing at that
What?
point.
As a 38-year-old man, he should be eating Like, you should be able to find a vegetable that you like. Like,
Well, he's never tried, I'm assuming.
what?
He's just been a little bitch this whole time.
I mean, what about like onion rings? I'm not a big onion guy. I don't like onions. I'm no onions, please. But onion rings, sign me
Onion
up.
rings are good.
I love
Yeah.
onion rings. We had a whole fucking bonus episode, I think, on this one. It brings Erica to fucking immense anger that I don't like onions, but damn, I love an onion ring.
Well, I don't like onions either. And that's the thing, what I was talking about with like parents love to do this to their kids is I didn't like my mom's meatloaf because when you put a bunch of like big chunks of onion in this giant loaf of meat, the ones in the middle do not get cooked at all.
Yeah.
Like they just are not cooked enough to not be crunchy anymore. And it's the thing that people don't like onions, like that do not like raw onions, do not like the most is like the juices that squirt out when you bite into a crunchy onion make it are disgusting. Like you have a reaction to it. That's the problem. Like cooked onions are fine for me. Anyway,
Yeah.
so I would never eat meatloaf, and I literally would like sleep at the table the nights that my mom would make meatloaf because I wasn't allowed to get up until I ate, and then just like put my head down and get up and get ready for school in the morning.
Can we point out real quick
Anyway.
that you tried to move, you're still trying to just move fast the fact that you said squirt?
I was talking very quickly. I would hope.
Yeah.
I was hoping nobody noticed. But no. Anyway, so one day they make me this like they make hamburgers, and you know, like a meatloaf is a very similar process to making a hamburger patty, except you don't put a bunch of raw chunks of onions in the hamburger patty. So I'm eating the burger, and everyone's like all the adults are like staring at me, you know, because there were like multiple like family members over that day for dinner. We were having burgers together, and my uncle goes, "Do you like that burger? Yeah, you do? Well, guess what? It's just like meatloaf. Ha 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 ha." And
Guess
everyone's like
what,
making
retard?
fun of me, dude. And I'm looking around, and I like like literally I showed them the burger. I was like, "Does this look like it has onions in it?" No. Like the whole time I've been telling you people, it's the onions. And I got so mad. I got in big trouble that day because I was like screaming at them, like it's the onions. Anyway, it's like you don't understand. Burgers don't have onions. Like it was.
No, the worst fucking burgers are the ones, you know, like your fucking Eddie Murphy even talked about this.
We're still talking about burgers.
I know it's fine.
It's a food episode.
It's a food episode, but is the ones where Eddie Murphy talked about this, where it's like we got McDonald's at home, and it's got like fucking bits of bell pepper and fucking onions all into the goddamn patty. That's fucking shit. That sucks. You just listen. A burger is just the meat, and that's it. You can make your own toppings. That's the fun part of burgers. It's kind of like tacos, you know. You just do your whole
everyone
thing.
gets to dress it up how they prefer it. Is the good thing about like hamburgers and hot dogs. That's why you do it for barbecue.
Yeah,
family
tacos same way.
get-together.
All the best stuff.
Yeah.
See, pizza, same fucking thing, except you all
Yeah.
have to agree.
Yeah, or you could do half and half. That usually solves.
Yeah, but
Pepperoni. Everyone likes it.
I go
Yeah.
pepperoni. I just like
easy.
a nice fucking just cheese only pizza though.
Yeah, I'll just get half cheese, half pepperoni. You know, for the kids.
The kids get their own large pepperoni and they'll eat that whole thing between them. And then I like to do like mushrooms and jalapenos and pepperoni
dude,
and
no
meat.
mushrooms, dude. No mushrooms.
Yeah, mushrooms.
I like the texture. I realize that this is the reason most people do not want mushrooms on pizza, even if they like mushrooms. But I really like that weird, like rubbery texture they get when
Yeah.
they're baked on a pizza.
I
I
don't
don't
like
know.
it.
It's very satisfying.
I don't
It
like it.
reminds me of my childhood.
Rubbery food.
Fuck that. Yeah. No, I'm not into that. Just a nice cheese pizza, maybe pepperoni. I do like pepperoni, but no fucking mushrooms. I'm not throwing sardines on there. I will go pineapple
would be
though.
great.
I like pineapple, and I like black olives.
I just don't like pineapples.
That's fair.
I do like pineapple.
There's a siren. Are they coming to get you?
Oh shit! Can you hear the siren? How can you
Yeah.
hear that
Can.
siren? Hold on a second.
It's pretty loud,
it's a
Bear. What do you
fucking
mean?
siren.
They make those things loud so that you can hear them.
I think it's the sheriff's or the hospital. They're
Oh, I see. Yeah, the worst are the fire truck ones.
there.
A bunch of like freakish sounds.
I'm a fire engine. Yeah.
The
it's
good thing
awful.
about living like near a hospital is you don't lose power ever.
Oh yeah, I
Like,
guess so.
yeah, like they make sure that the hospital power grid is up, and when you do lose power, it's immediately up. This is a California issue where even living in a city, you'll just lose power. Um,
No.
Bad thing is the
Ambulances.
When I
ambulances, helicopters are worse.
Well, yeah, I mean, I used to live in Los Angeles. This was before people started losing fucking power, but I remember the goddamn helicopters. They'll like shine lights in your fucking window, and it's like, bro, he's not in here. I'm asleep.
Oh yeah,
Like he's not in here,
Dude, I used to live by
and you
train
never
tracks.
find out who they were looking for or why. They're just like, yeah, we're gonna wake you up a bit. Yeah, you're like, oh yeah, it's good. Yeah, whatever. And you never find out because there's so much goddamn crime. And this was before, the fucking end times or whatever's going on in LA now. And I wouldn't take back my time living in Los Angeles, but I also remember when I lived in Hollywood proper, I was on Yucca, like 2 blocks up from Hollywood Boulevard, near fucking, close enough to Vine. But there was like they were trying to repair the road, but they had like covered this thing with this big piece of metal, and it was just the entire night clank, 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 and it did that for 2 months. And I just remember waking up one time, laying in bed, going, "I don't think it's worth it to live here anymore." I was
Yeah.
like,
like California.
I was fuck California, dude. That place can just suck me. That place sucks. I'd love to go back and visit some of my favorite spots, but there's no fucking chance in the world. No fucking way. I'm not flying out there
It's
just to go,
just
wow, it's
just
everybody's
the
worse.
infrastructure. Like they're doing all this road repair right now, but they only get like halfway in the road repair. Like in the road repair, they get to the tearing up the road part, but then when it comes time to like put it back, they just put asphalt down.
Yep.
So like there are sections in my town where there are no lane markers for a significant portion of travel because they've torn it up and just left it for months.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Yeah.
That sounds like city work. Yeah.
And I was just up in Washington, and they have really bad roads in Washington,
Yeah.
but that's because it freezes in the winter and it rains and snows. So yeah, they have an excuse of bad roads. California just has bad roads.
Yeah.
Like in the Bay Area, it's just like, yeah, you just hit potholes on the highway and
Well, don't
there's no
worry.
rain.
Don't worry. They're giving $5 million to every black citizen. So it's okay.
Very
Yeah,
exciting. I wish I was a black citizen.
I, yeah.
so you have more of an excuse to be a bad parent.
Woo!
I mean,
Got her ass.
racist to point that out, actually.
Oh, God, let's finish this story. We were 38 minutes into this show.
One.
I pointed out, he said he felt better. He said his health was none of my business and that I'm a controlling, judgy asshole, and stormed out of our apartment to stay with his sister.
How fast
Just-
did he storm out, though? Was it a slow
Oh, yeah.
pace, or it can't be that
Just
quick?
gonna-
I think.
Just waddle about the time it takes the Earth to orbit the sun, I would assume.
He's like, yeah.
He's like getting caught by like gravitational pulls and just going.
Turning sideways through the door. He's like, hey.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, and then he has to come back. He's like, I forgot my CPAP machine. And yeah.
His sister texted me to say he's fine, but she agrees with him. My friends agree it's ridiculous that he didn't eat vegetables, but agree I'm being an asshole. Am I the asshole?
I'm halfway, sort of the fucking asshole.
Yeah.
Like,
I think that. Yeah. Go ahead.
well, you can't build a fucking relationship on lies, but like also, like if there's ever been a Reddit just break up with him, like that's kind of one of them. It's like it's none of your business. It's like really because you're gonna die by 40 at this rate. Like like why am I
Yeah.
investing time into? You're supposed to be a long-term pet, not a fucking goldfish. Like,
Exactly.
So I get it, but she could have gone about it a different way. She also could have just kept the lie up, apparently, because he has the fucking 97 IQ and he wouldn't have noticed. So I don't know. It's kind of on her.
Yeah. I don't know. Yeah, I mean, they're both just terrible people, and I don't really care which one of them is right. Like, yeah, absolutely, you shouldn't be that dishonest, but he's also like a big baby, and you obviously do need to treat him like a toddler. So it's like if that's what you need to be, like, if you really love him for other reasons, and this is the one thing, and you just want him to be healthy, I could see you making that decision to make this sacrifice or whatever to tell this white lie and to hide veggies in his food to keep him healthy, but it's still like
That's
not
a shit.
good.
That's a shit ton of work. Like, just
It
do
is.
the noble thing, and it's what women do. If and this is ladies, I'm sorry, fellas, I'm giving up a secret. If you nag a guy enough about something persistently, like it may, he's going to be resistant at first, but like if you do it for a year, he's probably just going to get tired of hearing about it and try it. And then you set a deadline. You go, okay, 3 months, eat vegetables. I'll blend
Mm-hmm.
them up in your food. And then he's like, damn, I'm starting to feel better. And he's like, okay. He may never say you're right, but he'd say, yeah, that's fine. Keep doing that. That's fine. I don't mind that. That's what he'll
Yeah.
say.
See, I can see that, but if you establish yourself as a nag, that brings other
Every woman is a
problems.
nag. Every woman is a nag.
It never worked for me. I did nag a bit in the early years of my marriage, and it just never did anything. So I just stopped nagging. And now that I'm not a nag, and I haven't been a nag for years and years now, like 6 or 7 years now, um, if I do freak out about something or blow up about something, it's taken pretty seriously.
Yeah, I don't know. Like
Like there's a trade off there, you know?
Erica doesn't nag because like it doesn't work, but like she also just doesn't have any good fucking ideas.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, if you got good ideas, like, hey, are you dying? What about carrots? Like, I think that's
Yeah.
any sensible person would go, "Yeah, I'll give carrots a try." Like,
I feel like what I would do is be like, "Hey, can I start trying to make you smoothies? Because you can add like spinach into a fruit smoothie, and if he
yeah,
likes the sweetness of it, that would be." And then he knows he's drinking it, but it's a smoothie. Like, who cares if it's a little green?
I'm just like a strange. I just think that like a strange aversion to vegetables to this degree that he would, because he's more mad about the lying than the vegetables. I would hope. But also, like, if that
Um,
happened to
I
me, I'd go,
I don't think so. I think
that's
she hurt his
funny.
pride.
Yeah, I
She
think he was
treated
mad
him
about
like
the vegetables.
I think that she treated him like a big baby because he was acting like a big baby, but he does not appreciate learning that he's been being treated like a big baby.
I don't know. I can't get into his mindset to give, like, honest advice because both people are
My
Redditors.
my advice is that when you do talk to him again, tell him like, "Look, I shouldn't have hid this from you, but you're acting like a little bitch and a big baby and you're not a toddler anymore. You cannot act like this, and if you are, like maybe this is not going to work out for us. Like if you're going to act like a big toddler, I'm not going to be here."
All right. I'll go last. Mirror, what do you think?
Um, yeah, I think she, yeah, I think she ruined it. She had him. He was retarded. He didn't notice there was vegetables, and sh I think her little attempt to get him in a gotcha kind of ruined it. But they should just break up. Like, I can totally see this being an argument in the future about the vegetables.
Yeah.
Oh, it's never going away. Yeah.
Yeah, I also think that there's probably a reason he doesn't like vegetables.
You got
Like what?
Uh,
fucked by a carrot?
okay, so no, I think
Asparagus killed his mom.
every single man in my family going back has had problems with vegetables until they got married because they grew up on boiled, like just boiled Brussels sprouts and like the awful food of the 60s and 70s.
What?
So
Fuck.
I immediately think that there's a reason that he does not like vegetables, and it's probably due to like having a terrible cook at
Yeah.
home growing up.
Well,
No, that's pretty fair. Yeah, growing up, I only had like canned vegetables, and I didn't know that like actually roasted vegetables, like just roasted in the
Are really
oven with
good.
salt and pepper and oil and maybe some garlic. Like, yeah, that's great. It's awesome. But I had never had that until I was like 17.
Yeah.
fun story
So
about
that's
Brussels sprouts. I just learned this recently, and I have done no fact checking, but I was like, okay, this is neat. Apparently, Brussels sprouts did used to be pretty fucking bad, and then they like changed how they grew them, and now they're
Mhm.
like the delicious fucking vegetable that we know today. But it's like only happened in the past like 30 something years.
yeah.
So
Well, just look up like how they used to cook food in like the health craze era, like the health craze communities of the 70s. It'd just be like boiled Brussels sprouts and over boiled cabbage, and then just put like cheese
well, I mean,
sauce on top of it.
fucking boiled
And
cabbage is
if you
good, but
there's
whatever.
over boiled cabbage, which is not great. And if
Sure.
you grew up on like canned food and this stuff, like yeah, you could probably hate vegetables for a while too.
Well, I mean, I grew up on a very fucking broke person diet, and
Yeah.
I was vegetarian for over a decade, so like, I
So
love vegetables.
the best advice, just break up. Like this isn't gonna work.
Yeah, I would say
Figure she's not.
you gotta
Yeah.
come to him and just say, like, look, I promise I won't sneak these into your diet anymore. However, you have to eat
If you
mashed
don't start eating
potatoes.
vegetables, yeah, you either eat mashed potatoes and carrots, or I will shove this carrot up your ass. Probably what she should
I mean, I
say.
just do you really want to be with somebody that's like has that like I understand not wanting lettuce on your sandwich, like because unless it's shredded lettuce, like it's usually done fucking shitty. I had a terrible sandwich today that they just. I don't need the big fucking heart of romaine in my goddamn sandwich. Like it's just what a cool lettuce
That's like
sandwich.
cheap filler.
Yeah, it
That's why
sucks.
sandwich places do it. Yeah, you just need like one little leaf. It's
Yeah,
good.
and I want the leaf. I don't want the fucking the crunch thing unless I'm feeling squirrely with a particular BLT or something like that. But like you don't want that. It looks better, but it doesn't taste as good. You want the shredded lettuce. That's what I like. The shredded lettuce with the mayonnaise. You know what? I'm disgusting. I would never do this actually, but in my head, I think shredded lettuce, just a ton of shredded lettuce and mayonnaise in a bowl with a spoon. God damn, that's delicious, right? I like that
I
on a
mean,
sandwich.
do you like coleslaw?
Oh, I love coleslaw. It's basically the same thing. You're right.
Yeah,
I do love coleslaw.
except there you go. I mean, it doesn't sound that weird.
Uh, yeah, this seems like a pretty serious conversation that they have to have about the fact that he's just fucking sitting around eating goddamn fucking. And you're wasting all this money on those Hungry Man dinners where he's like, I'm just going to have the Salisbury steak and the brownie. It's like, what? This is like $9. He sounds like
Yeah,
an
it's
ass.
crazy how expensive those puny little things are.
They suck. Why would you eat them?
Single person Atkins pizza is like $6.
Yeah,
And it's
it's
like I could get this much pizza for $6 at like a nice pizza place.
literally for $2 more, you can get a 10-inch pizza at a pizza place.
Yeah,
Yeah, fuck that.
it's very annoying.
All right, we
Okay,
48 minutes
then.
in, we made it through that story.
We
I
made
can't.
it through one.
Okay, let's move on to the next. Good job, everyone. We made it. Well, we're just all very hungry today.
I think it is the
Everyone-
food. It is a food
I need to
episode.
eat something. I'm gonna go get food in between when we take a break or something, just to eat it on air. Maybe. Am I the asshole for calling my guy friend creepy for getting mad that I swiped left on lots of guys?
Wait, swiping left means you hate them. Yeah,
So-
okay.
Okay, so she swiped left, which I think is rejecting.
Yeah.
And
I'm trying to
Guy got
remember.
mad.
I've used Tinder before, but it's been a many, many, many years.
I've never used it,
like a
but
whole
I've seen
year.
I've seen like billboard advertisements, like maybe you're getting swipe left off on because you're not vaccinated.
Oh God,
know,
seriously?
Like, so that yeah, it's
Oh, Jesus.
Anyway.
Christ.
Am I the yeah, okay. I'm 28, recently in a good place in my life for the first time. I'm financially stable, have a good career, uh have various passions, etc. So I decided to start dating seriously. Even started using a dating app for the first time ever, which I often forget to use. I was hanging out with a couple friends at the beach the other day and started using the app. I swiped left on just about all of the guys with an occasional match here and there. Well, it turns out my guy friend had been closely watching the whole time. He got up and started going through some crisis. He asked me if I'm seriously judging the guys on the pics before anything else. And I said, "Hell yeah." He said that I literally rejected 99.99% of the guys who seemed, quote, perfectly fine, and that it's, quote, unreasonable. I was confused by his sudden outburst and told him that he's crazy. He said that he's not crazy and that it's crazy of me to dismiss his views just like that. I didn't even know what to say, but I told him he's creeping me out a lot. Well, as soon as he heard the word creepy, he accused me of using, quote, slurs against him and making him look bad. Then he legit said that I called him the equivalent of another slur, which I won't mention. So am I the asshole here, or is my friend overreacting? Oh no, it's very quiet.
It is very quiet.
Where did Bryden go?
Oh no, I'm here. I went to pee. I already made up my
You
mind.
don't
Already?
even know what the freaking story was. You can't do it when I'm in the middle of reading a story. Now you don't
Wait,
know
did,
what
did
we're
No, I
both
know.
of us
talking
just go
about.
AFK in the middle of the story?
That rules.
You both left? You didn't hear any of that? We've got like 10 minutes left.
That rules.
I have to repeat it?
No, just give me kind of like a quick rundown.
No!
This
No!
girl is rejecting a bunch of guys on Tinder, and I guess her male friend got mad at her and just got mad at her.
Yeah,
And
that's
she's
kind of that's what I gathered from the title. I kind of figured what was
Yeah.
going on.
It's just basically what the title says, but like he called her crazy, and then she called him crazy, and then he called her crazy, and then she called him creepy, and then he said that she's using slurs against him and making him look bad, and then he said that she
That's
called
super.
him the equivalent of another slur, which she refuses to mention, and I would really, really appreciate knowing what the slur is.
It's probably slut or something
I don't-
stupid.
I
That's
don't-
not
I
would
actually a
assume it's-
slur.
I don't think. Yeah, she's not the asshole. This is easy.
No, I mean it's her
Yeah,
Tinder.
She's obviously looking at Tinder more of like a dating site and is probably a little bit more choosy over who she accepts, whereas he's probably
there's
looking at it just on a hookup site and he's just, I guess, swiping right on everybody.
So that's the thing is I've never even been on any of these apps because I was married at 18. Like I never had time for any of that.
Yeah, but hold on. You never
Yeah,
had
shut the
time for any of
wedding.
that because you were married at 18. Because wait, why?
Because I was pregnant.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah. I just wanted to remind everybody.
Whatever. Look,
Yeah.
with my high school sweetheart who I had been with for 2 years, we just weren't
Yeah.
gonna get married at 18 right
Yeah.
away.
Yeah,
was
just
gonna
You
do
kind of got
college
forced
first.
into that, didn't you?
yeah.
No,
it's
we were
pretty funny.
together for 2 years.
2 years. Oh wow.
Okay, whatever. That's whatever.
I've had money
Okay,
in Bitcoin
but no, what I wanted-
longer than you were.
So what is she supposed to do? Okay, because my understanding of the statistics is that it's almost all guys using these apps. There's like 70% guys or something. So she is not gonna give every one of them a fair chance when there's an abundance of them. And how can you tell someone like it's weird, it's crazy for her to judge based on pictures when that's what
That's
you
kind
do?
of the whole thing.
It's
yeah.
like you don't have a dude in front of you where you could see like his personality and his body language, and there could be like charisma that comes into play. You have a picture of him standing there holding a fish.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
Well,
that's what you
ultimately,
have to judge. That's
Of
what you
all
have
the
to.
online dating sites, I think Tinder is not really a dating site. It's just a hookup site.
Well, she didn't say which site she's
Oh,
using at
it's
all.
swiping left or right. I mean,
No, that's like every single one of them.
That's
now.
every
really?
app. It's all the
Okay.
same. They have very similar user interfaces, is my understanding, because I hear this about pretty much all the apps, the same terminology for like swiping left and stuff.
Yeah,
It makes sense for it to be kind of a uniform thing so that you can switch between them without like user interface
that
confusion.
I don't know. I mean, like you just expect women to do that. They're, they've got. It's a big problem with the dating marketplaces. These fucking apps, like, she has the
Yeah.
advantage and she's got the leverage and she's fucking using it. I don't think that's like shitty or anything like that. I mean, it's shitty the circumstances, but what? I want to know why he's so fucking concerned. He's clearly got a crush on this broad because, like,
Maybe, yeah, he either has a crush on her
he's
and
watching a bunch of
he's
Andrew
just
Tate videos.
moody in general, or maybe he just like he isn't getting any matches on a dating app and he's like going into one of those like mental spirals where like all women are bitches and all they
They
care
are.
about is chads or
They are.
whatever. But the thing is, like, okay, that OK Cupid survey that they cite, these manosphere guys, these red to say that women only go for chads. In that same study, there's more graphs than the one that is posted everywhere. And the rest of the graphs show that, like, yeah, women are rating the pictures, just pictures of dudes, pretty low, but the men are only actually DMing and matching with the, like, top percent of women. And the women are actually matching with men who they rated as, like, fours. So it
Sure.
evens out,
Yeah,
basically. Like, they
it
rate you
doesn't
low, but
really,
they're
but
still willing to go on a date with you,
yeah,
even if
because
you're ugly.
if you get some fat slob and then you have the same fat slob with a guitar, all of a sudden he's attractive. Like women are not physically attracted to men that aren't like, fucking Thor, right?
It's just honestly, I think that men need to accept the fact, and it's fine. It's a fact of life, and you have other things to offer, but you have to accept the fact that men are not very attractive physically. There are other things that we are attracted to about guys. It's
Yes.
not all looks. We're not as
As a
visual.
as a formerly attractive man in my younger years, now I'm just like
I
I look
mean,
like an old man.
compared to who? Well,
What
that's
compared
what
to
I'm
all
saying.
of the
You're
other
comparing yourself to other men.
compared to the other guys on fucking MySpace, right? Like
You're
I
so old.
formerly I am old, I get it, but like, I was an attractive man. And I found out like they don't care about any of that. They don't. Like it's you've got to be you got to like lie to them a ton and then they'll like you and then all of a sudden like you sneak it in and you're like actually I'm a fucking psychopath. Like that's what you have to do.
And
Just
that's worked out very well for Bryden.
it has been with the same fucking idiot for like almost 6 years now. So
She just doesn't mind.
I'm always just
You just
walking
found a
around
weird
like
one.
yelling. Like I imagine every time I open the door, she's like, "Oh boy, what's this gonna be?" I'm
Well, at
either like
least
singing songs about farts, or I'm like, and actually, I don't know why we don't overthrow the damn government. Like it's just, she's like, I don't know what's happening.
her life is entertaining.
That's what I tell myself. I'm like, listen, I would love to be around somebody as entertaining as me.
Okay, anyway, my advice for this person
That's
is
another
to
hit, Barry Bonds.
just ignore this guy because he can go seethe, and yeah, he either has a crush on you or he's just taking it personally because he's not doing well on dating apps and he feels like women are the problem and you can't
But
really do anything about
dude, but
that.
what
You
people
probably
don't
should just ignore him.
But what people don't understand about fucking this counts on those apps as well. But like all dating is from a man's perspective, is a fucking numbers game. Like swipe left on the big old
Yeah.
fatsos that you're never gonna, whatever. But like, just keep doing that. Keep swiping right on the ones that you're like, yeah, I could maybe, yeah, whatever.
I don't. Yeah, that's the thing. It's like it's literally an app on your phone. Like I could understand if you were physically like you were in a friend group and you asked out every girl, I don't know,
Yeah.
and like you can't ever pick a girl up at a bar, like you can't get a phone number
But even then, it's a
ever.
numbers game. You're
But
doing less
but I
numbers.
I understand that, but I'm saying I would understand the disappointment and the bitterness more in that case, but all you're doing is sitting there swiping on your freaking phone. It takes no effort from you, and you people
What?
are whining that nobody's matching with you. Like it's not that, like, I understand it's
There's
disappointing, but you put no effort in. Like, who cares?
there's
It's
also
a freaking video game on
in
your
the
phone.
it's something so many people just use to sit on their toilet and fucking
Yeah.
it's hot or
I don't
not is what it
How are
is.
you
But
getting mad about that? It's a
well,
game on your phone.
also, I don't know if it's still this way, but it used to be that when you first sign up for Tinder, they immediately show you like the most popular people in your area, like the biggest whores in your area. So they're the hottest people, right? And yeah, those people are never gonna fuck you. Like they're just not.
Yeah.
So you're like, yeah, swipe right, and you're like, you're never gonna hear from fucking Suzanne or whatever hot name.
That's the thing. That's what that survey showed in the other graphs, is that, guys are rating women more generously, but they're only swiping. They're only trying to contact the really hot women that probably are inundated with matches. And even if they would have picked you, if like they met you in person or something, or if they had fewer matches, they're not even going to see you. Like,
Yeah, see,
they're
hold on. I
drowning.
kind of stopped listening because did you say inundated?
Inundated.
It's definitely inundated.
Oh
Yeah,
no, I did it
it's
again.
inundated.
Inundated,
It's
inundated, inundated,
inundated.
inundated,
Careful with those ends there, but yeah.
inundated. Okay, I understand now. I think I got it down.
But yeah, I mean, it just shows you all the hottest fucking sluts in your area. Like, frankly, fellas, you don't want to be involved with them anyway. Uh, but, yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's been fucking well over 10 years since I've used that app. So maybe it's fucking changed. But, God, Tinder is
I don't.
old. I'm old.
You're an old man,
I am old.
and Mir, do you have
I don't know. Oh,
any
hold on.
closing comments
I
on
want
this
to say,
story?
no, I want to say one more thing about Tinder. What I always liked Tinder for was exactly that, where you just use the app and you swipe around and you're like, all right, who's cute that's going to talk to me? You never fucking meet these people. It's a fucking flirt app to make you feel good about yourself.
Yes. Yeah, like people used to use like AIM
Yeah,
or whatever.
it's just to make you feel good about yourself. Like it's a video game, you know. And most of the dates you go on, you're like, this bitch is either one fat or two, like you're like, there's something wrong with her. That's
It's got one foot.
one foot would have been interesting. Like, they usually were just like, whoa, this is insane. So, you go and you
Why
buy
are
a
you
couple of
so
drinks
short?
and you
I've never
leave.
seen someone this short.
I put it in my fucking bio. I put 5'6".
It's very honest of you.
It's the confidence that they liked. 'Cause I
Yeah.
look tall, and I used to, well, because I'm skinnier. I look tall in photos, so I'd put it. I'm like fucking 5'6", like I'm fucking short. And yeah, but yeah, you just get on there, you flirt with some bitches, and you just go and drink with the boys, dude. You don't want to fucking hang out with some broad on Tinder. Are you serious? She's a loony.
Also, I feel like just like no commitment messaging with chicks and flirting and like making the attempt to set up a date is probably a decent like confidence booster
Yeah,
and practice.
yeah.
So you should think of it like that. Like, look, I'm getting practice talking to women right now. But clearly, if you're that whiny and desperate that you're gonna freak out like this, you need the practice. So just be happy and enjoy the process. Like, I don't know what to tell you.
I just cannot believe that men, as great as we are, walk around this fucking earth not filled with overconfidence. I've got tons of self doubt and all these. I'm not good at this or that or whatever. I still walk around everywhere like, yeah, I'm pretty fucking sweet, actually. I don't
I
know
think you
how
just
every man is not like that. That's how you should be. I'm not pretty fucking sweet. That's just something I tell myself every day. I'm like, I'm pretty fucking sweet.
you're obnoxious. You're taking it too far. Mir, what is your opinion?
You shouldn't use Tinder.
Why?
Like Tinder of all ones is just for hooking up. Like,
Well, she did not specify what app at any
okay,
point.
well, my opinion is you shouldn't use Tinder. There are a lot better ways to meet women if you're a guy than online.
This is where he plugs the bar that he hangs out at all the time.
The best way, yeah. Because if someone's using it online, it says a lot about them.
What? That they
What
are
they're
alive in
desperate.
2023? What are you talking
They're
about? Like,
alive in 2023. I don't know. I just don't like it.
He just doesn't like it. There
That's it.
you have it, folks. And now we are out of time for today. But if you go over to patreon.com/here to help podcast, you could subscribe for as little as $1 and hear the second hour, the bonus episode that we will be recording also with Mir, still here, shortly. You can hear it on Monday. Just go to patreon.com/here to help podcast. Do you have anything at all to like promote? If you have a Twitter account, even or anything like that, Mir?
Yeah, I do have a Twitter account. I kind of post every now and then at Mary Lime.
That's you?
Yeah.
Well, there we go. I'm sitting here thinking I'm talking to a stranger. Okay. Well,
Yeah, I'm the one that called you a Jew this morning.
yeah, there you go. I feel like I would have said, I don't know. I feel like this could have gone differently if I knew that I was actually acquainted with you this entire time. Well, hello. Okay.
Surprise.
It's like a jump scare. Okay. Bryden, do you have anything to plug today?
just on this YouTube channel. If you're not listening on YouTube, go to youtube.com/Bryden Proctor. We have all the episodes there. And I do DJ stuff. So DJ Beer Belly. Pretty cool.
Pretty cool. All right, everyone. Thank you for listening. You can follow us.
I bought some sunglasses that they're like
Okay.
Venetian sunglasses, but they're sound reactive.
Is
I thought it sounded like really cool, but they're too sensitive. I want to bring them to a rave, but they're just gonna be shitty. So yeah, I also want to plug sound reactive sunglasses. Just buy those on Amazon. I'm gonna send them back. Try to find better ones.
wait.
But
Don't we have like a link to a watch situation or something now?
yeah,
We should promote that.
I gotta figure that out.
We'll
Hold
do it
on.
next time.
Yeah.
We'll have a great deal for you guys next week. We actually have an affiliate link for you guys to use for some cool watches. All right, everyone. Thank you for listening and have a great week. Secure in the knowledge
Oh wait, no, I've got it.
He's got it.
I've got no, I don't.
Goodness
Never mind.
gracious. No, he doesn't. If you interrupt my outro one more time to talk about sunglasses
Wait,
or anything
hold on.
else.
I might have it because
Okay.
hold on. I just need to
Okay.
pick what
We can-
is a bridge in this, and then I can verify it.
No.
And I can log
No.
in. And then yeah. Yeah, if you go to egardwatches.com, it's EGARD watches.com, and you use promo code HELP, then I don't think you get jack shit, to be honest with you, but I get 20% of this fucking $700 watch that you buy.
No, they must get something off.
I don't think they get shit.
Well, okay, that is a way if you are in the market for a new watch. Maybe Tappy. Tappy, do you need a new watch? I think you might need a new watch, Tappy, and to tell people
He
to use
buys
this.
Rolexes, dude. He's not gonna buy this
No,
shit.
he does not. Also, yes, you did call me a dude this morning. What the heck, dude?
Stop being accurate.
You're just talking about your large nose and how you
was-
got called European. How could I not say that? How could I not say this?
Well, you know what's funny is like I'm gonna buy one of these fucking watches. They are cool watches.
Use your own affiliate link and get your money back. There you go.
I don't know if they let you do that, but they are cool watches, and they just put out this whole fucking commercial about how they're not cool with the Skinwalker thing.
Oh yeah, that was the thing. There was that one that was going around on Twitter recently where they had like the black girl that wanted to get into track. And
Yeah.
she's like, I worked so hard, but then there was a man.
Yeah.
It was a really good ad. I liked it a lot, but it's that company.
Well,
Okay, everyone, we
if I
will
had to
do a
choo-
better job promoting it next time.
if I had to choose, it looks like yeah, I would go with the Shade V2. That's a pretty good one. And it's pretty inexpensive. It's $295, and it looks
It's
pretty
not
cool.
bad
It's they're in like Switzerland or some shit, but where
Fascinating.
they make watches and shit. But it looks pretty good. I'd go with
I think
that.
that's where watches come from.
eGuard watches. That's EGARD watches.com. Use promo code HELP.
All right, everyone, thank you for listening and have a great week. Secure in the knowledge that we are with you and we are the only ones you can trust are here to help.
Oh, wait, hold on, wait.
What?
They do get 20% off of their order.
Okay, that's great. I think maybe at the next episode, we should try really hard to have this organized beforehand.
I kind of
Maybe.
forgot about it. It's good that we remembered.
Yeah. Okay, goodbye, everyone.